Do you know which is the highest mountain in the world? Let's venture into the majestic world of mountains, where towering peaks meet the sky and life thrives in the harshest of conditions. Mountains, they are the planet's natural skyscrapers. The silent sentinels that have stood the test of time, weathering the elements for millions of years. They are the crown jewels of our planet, offering breathtaking vistas that captivate the soul and ignite the spirit of adventure. Mountains are more than just a feast for the eyes, though. They are the birthplaces of rivers, the cradles of diverse ecosystems, and the lifeline for billions. They are the keepers of ancient secrets, etched into their rocky faces by the relentless march of time. Now, let's shift gears a little and dive into a question that has intrigued many for centuries. Which is the highest mountain in the world? The answer lies in the heart of the Himalayas. A mountain that stands so high its peak pierces the heavens. Its name is synonymous with the ultimate challenge for mountaineers, a formidable test of human endurance and resilience. This is a mountain that has inspired countless tales of triumph and tragedy, a mountain that has drawn adventurers from every corner of the globe, beckoning them with its icy allure. This mountain is none other than Mount Everest. Rising a staggering 29,029 feet above sea level, Everest is the pinnacle of our planet, the highest point on Earth. Its daunting height and harsh conditions have made it a symbol of the indomitable spirit of adventure. And yes, if you guessed Mount Everest as the highest mountain, you're absolutely right. But don't let its towering height overshadow the beauty and significance of all mountains. Each one, from the smallest hill to the tallest peak, holds a unique story. As we continue our journey, let's delve deeper into the geological marvels that mountains are, and the life they harbor. Ever wondered how these gigantic structures came into existence? Well, mountains are a geological marvel, born out of Earth's restless activity over millions of years. They're not just heaps of rocks and soil, they are monuments to the incredible forces that shape our planet. Let's start with tectonic plates. The Earth's crust is like a jigsaw puzzle, composed of several large pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are constantly on the move, albeit at a snail's pace. When two of these plates collide, the impact is so immense that it can't be absorbed. Instead, the crust buckles and folds, thrusting up massive chunks of rock to form mountain ranges. This process, known as orogeny, is responsible for the creation of some of the most iconic mountain ranges like the Himalayas. But that's not the only way mountains are formed. Volcanic activity is another key player. When molten rock or magma from the Earth's mantle pushes its way to the surface, it can build up over time, creating a mountain. This is how volcanic mountains like Mount Fuji in Japan or Mount St. Helens in the United States came into existence. These mountains are often conical in shape, with a crater at the top from where the lava once erupted. Then there are block mountains, formed when large areas are widely broken up by faults creating large vertical displacements. This action results in some blocks being thrust up to form mountains, while others sink to form valleys. The Sierra Nevada in North America is a classic example of block mountains. And let's not forget erosion, a powerful sculptor of mountains. Wind, rain, freezing and thawing, all these elements wear away at the mountain's surface, shaping and smoothing it over time. The Grand Teton Range in Wyoming, for instance, owes its dramatic jagged profile to the relentless work of glaciers. So the next time you see a mountain, remember, it's a product of millions of years of Earth's history. Mountains aren't just magnificent landforms, they're also home to diverse ecosystems. As we journey from the base to the peak, we find a wealth of flora and fauna that have adapted to the challenges of mountain life. In the lower altitudes, you'll find lush forests. As we ascend, we encounter a variety of ecosystems, from deciduous forests to the alpine meadows, each with their own unique inhabitants. In the temperate zones, you find forests dense with conifers like the Douglas fir and spruce. These forests are also home to animals like black bears and deer. As we go higher, we reach the subalpine zone. Here the trees become sparse and the land is carpeted with wildflowers during the short summer months. This is the playground of marmots and pikas, small mammals that have evolved to survive the harsh conditions. Further up we reach the alpine zone. The air is thin, the wind's harsh, and the temperature's freezing. Despite these conditions, life persists. You'll find mosses, lichens, and hardy wildflowers clinging to the rocks. Birds find refuge in the crags. Animals like the snow leopard, with its thick fur and wide paws, have adapted to thrive in these conditions. The highest peaks are home to the most resilient of species. The snow petrel, a bird native to Antarctica, is known to nest as high as 7,000 feet. The Himalayan jumping spider, found on Mount Everest at over 22,000 feet, is the highest known permanent resident of our planet. Each of these creatures has evolved and adapted to their specific environment, creating a rich tapestry of life across the various altitudes. The biodiversity found on mountains is a testament to the resilience of life on Earth. They are a living laboratory for evolution, a place where we can observe life adapting to the harshest conditions. In essence, mountains are teeming with life, each one a unique world of its own. Mountain climbing, a test of endurance and willpower, holds a special allure for many. But why? What is it about this daunting task that draws people from all corners of the globe to face the harsh elements and grueling physical demands? Well, the answer lies in the very nature of the challenge itself. Mountain climbing is not merely a physical endeavor, it's a mental one, a battle against oneself. It's about pushing beyond perceived boundaries, breaking the shackles of self-doubt, and rising to heights that were once deemed unattainable. It's about the grit, the determination, and the unyielding will to keep going, even when every muscle screams in protest. But let's not forget the physical challenges. The thin air at high altitudes that makes every breath a struggle, the biting cold that numbs the fingers, the relentless winds that threaten to sweep you off your feet. Each step up the mountain is a victory against these formidable foes. And then, there's the ever-present danger. The risk of avalanches, sudden weather changes, or simply losing one's footing on treacherous terrain. Mountain climbing is not for the faint of heart. It demands courage, resilience, and a healthy respect for the formidable power of nature. But amidst these challenges lie the triumphs. The elation of standing at the summit, looking down at the world below, knowing that you've conquered not just a mountain, but also your own limitations. The sense of accomplishment, the feeling of being one with nature, the breathtaking views that serve as a reward for the arduous journey. These are the moments that make all the hardships worthwhile. Mountain climbing also fosters a sense of camaraderie. Climbers rely on each other for safety and support, forming bonds that often last a lifetime. The shared experiences, the shared struggles, the shared victories, these create a bond that's as strong as the mountains themselves. Indeed, conquering a mountain peak is a testament to human resilience and determination. It's a reminder of what we are capable of when we dare to dream, when we dare to push our limits, and that perhaps is the most rewarding aspect of all. Beyond their grandeur, mountains play a crucial role in our environment. How, you ask? Let's delve into it. Firstly, mountains act as the world's water towers. They capture and store rain and snow, which then melt into rivers and provide water for billions of people. Imagine a giant sponge, steadily releasing water throughout the year. That's what mountains do. They ensure that we have a steady supply of this life-giving resource, even when the skies above are dry. But that's not all. Mountains also play a significant role in regulating our planet's climate. They act as natural barriers, influencing weather patterns and creating diverse climates. Have you ever noticed how the weather can drastically change when you cross a mountain range? That's because mountains block air masses and force them to dump their moisture. This leads to rainfall on one side and a dry, arid climate on the other. And there's more. Mountains are also vital carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in their forests and soils. This process, known as carbon sequestration, helps reduce greenhouse gases and combat climate change. Without mountains, our planet would be a lot warmer. But these environmental superheroes are under threat. Climate change, deforestation, and uncontrolled tourism are degrading mountain ecosystems. As guardians of the environment, it is our responsibility to protect these majestic structures of nature. We need to adopt sustainable practices, reduce our carbon footprint, and respect the sanctity of these natural wonders. So the next time you gaze at a mountain, remember it's not just a beautiful landscape. It's a life-sustaining giant, a climate regulator, and a carbon sink. It's a guardian of our environment, silently doing its job to keep our planet habitable. Mountains, therefore, are not just scenic marvels, but environmental superheroes, silently safeguarding our planet.